So guys, today we are going to talk about different type of candlesticks that we can use to trade the markets. Now you must be aware of there are these are basically very commonly known patterns, but the problem is that people use them in a wrong way. So just like trend lines and support and resistance concept, there is a right way to use these candles as well. So I'm not going to discuss all the popularly known candles. I will discuss only those patterns that I myself trade and in which I have experience. So doji, inverse hammer, tweezer top, spinning top, these are the ones which are commonly known and taught in most of the courses. But I am going to teach you only these two patterns. Actually, only one pattern is good enough to make money if you know how to use them and where on chart to spot them and whether to trade them or not. उसका डिसीजन करना अगर आपको आ गया तो इट विल बी वेरी हेल्पफुल. So what I use is hammer and bullish engulf. Only these two patterns I trade. Okay. So we will go one by one for both of these candles. Okay. And we will also go through the conditions which are to be satisfied अगर इसमें मेरे को trade लेना है तो. So starting with hammer. So here it's the most commonly known candlestick actually. So if you see in this particular pic, this is where the handle has been shown. This is the candle from where we are expecting a reversal in the upside direction. Okay, big wick, small body. What is to be noticed here is these three conditions have to be satisfied. What are the three conditions? Since we are talking about reversal, there has to be a trend from where we are expecting the reversal. So if we are looking, अगर हम ये बोलते हैं कि green hammer या hammer के बाद we are expecting an up move, so there has to be a down trend. अगर एक डाउन ट्रेंड है उसके बाद में अगर एक कैंडल का ये हैमर का कैंडल बनता है, दैट इज़ व्हेन वी आर इंटरेस्टेड. ओके. सेकंड कंडीशन इज दैट वंस वी हैव सीन कि हाँ भाई कैंडल बन गया है, डाउन ट्रेंड भी अवेलेबल है, उसके बाद वी हैव टू सी द जोन, किस जोन में ये फॉर्मेशन हुई है. अगर वो फॉर्मेशन सही टाइम पे और सही जगह पे हुई है, दैट इज़ व्हेन वी विल एंटर, अदरवाइज वी विल स्किप दैट. ओके. इस सबको हम चार्ट्स में देखेंगे कि फॉल सिग्नल्स कहाँ पे आते हैं, कहाँ पे हमको इसको अवॉइड करना है. और थर्ड वन है स्पेशली फॉर द न्यू ट्रेडर्स, फॉलो अप कैंडल. फॉलो अप कैंडल मतलब यहाँ पर हमारा हैमर बना तो हो सकता है कि कई लोग इसमें एंटर कर जाएंगे, लेकिन कई बार क्या होता है, इफ़ यू आर न्यू टू द ट्रेडिंग, नेक्स्ट कैंडल इन दिस केस इज़ ग्रीन, स्ट्रॉन्ग ग्रीन कैंडल. बट ऐसा यूजुअली होता नहीं है. एवरी टाइम दिस विल नॉट हैपन कि यू गेट इनटू द ट्रेड एंड द नेक्स्ट कैंडल इटसेल्फ विल गो अप. समटाइम्स ये साइड में जाएगा, थोड़ा नीचे आएगा, फिर वहाँ से फिर से इसके बॉटम को टेस्ट करेगा, उसके बाद ऊपर जाएगा. राइट. सो इफ़ यू आर ए न्यू ट्रेडर, ऑलवेज वेट फॉर द कन्फर्मेशन कैंडल विच इज़ द सेकेंड कैंडल. आपने हैमर देखा, हैमर बन गया, आपने देखा सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस के लेवल पे बना है, सही जोन में बना है, डाउन ट्रेंड के बाद में बना है, देन यू हैव टू वेट फॉर द फॉलो अप कैंडल. अगर फॉलो अप कैंडल स्ट्रॉन्ग बनती है, दैट इज़ व्हेन यू हैव टू एंटर द ट्रेड, अदरवाइज यू कैन स्किप इट. क्योंकि होगा क्या कि इफ़ दिस गोज साइडवेज, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस नीचे आ जाएगा और एनीवेज यू गोना क्लोज द ट्रेड. एज सुन एज इट स्टार्ट्स कमिंग डाउन, यू विल फील कि दिस इज़ अ रॉन्ग ट्रेड. सो ट्राई टू अवॉइड such trades. Always wait for the confirmation candle. Let's see this one by one. This is first chart. This is Nifty. Now if you see, this is the hammer, beautiful hammer, right? What is the second thing? We have to see if there is a downtrend. Now when I say downtrend, I'm not talking about the overall trend, I'm talking about the immediate trend, right? In this, if you see, the overall trend is bullish, we are going up, these are our higher lows, right? Even the trend line, if you see, the trend line is posing towards up, so the market is bullish. But if you see, this is our candle, and the immediate trend, if you see the last 10 candles, these are red. I mean, the immediate trend is down, right? So we have our hammer, we have our downtrend, and we also have the trend line support. So this is our zone, this is our support zone, this trend line support. So all three conditions are satisfied. So at the end of the day, I will be taking this trade because all my conditions are satisfied. Okay, let us see another example. This is granules. This is same as the above one. Here again, immediate trend is downwards. We have our hammer and we have our trend line support zone, right? All three conditions are satisfied. We will take our trade and we will get the up move. Now nothing is 100%. Okay, but it's a game of probability, so we have to go with the highest probability trades. That's why we need to wait for the confirmation of all three conditions. Okay, don't rush into trades. Similarly here also, if you see, this is Praj India. Here also we have our hammer, then we have immediate downtrend, support zone, goes up, right? In the same way, where we have to avoid these candles, this is even more important. Now you see here again we have the hammer, right? But what trend do we have here? There is no downtrend. Last 10 candles, if you see, it's an uptrend. So then we see what is the zone, what zone it is in. It is at the resistance zone. This trend line is a resistance zone. So everything is opposite in this direction. So we will not take a long trade in this. Okay, we will avoid this. Similarly in this one also, if you see, the trend is up. After going at the top, it is forming a small hammer like candle, right? So we don't have a downtrend, we don't have a support zone here. Again we will avoid this, right? So this is how you, not only the candle but also where it is getting formed and what is the current trend, that is also very important. Similarly we have bullish engulfing. Again, this is one of the most popular formation. Now one more thing, guys. See, when we say a hammer, do not expect the hammer to be formed exactly like this. There will be, don't expect 100% in markets. There will be, for example, in this case, if you see, there is a slight wick at the top of the hammer. So don't be like, okay, this is not a perfect hammer. No, you have to go by. Once you go through enough number of charts, you will get to know which figure is, which type of candle is appearing where, right? So don't expect perfection in candles. Here also, if you see, the wick is there on the top. Okay, so this is a perfect copybook bearish bullish engulfing formation, wherein the green candle will overshadow completely the previous red candle. But if you see in the reality, this is one example. This is the top, the low of both these candles is actually same, right? But do not expect this to, the engulfing to happen every time like this, that the green candle will engulf completely. No, it's not necessary. It can appear like this also. It can be slightly up also. The low of the green candle can be a little up also. Okay, so don't look for perfection. Here again, this is our formation, bullish engulfing. Where it is falling, is there a trend? Yes, there is a downtrend, immediate downtrend. Where it is falling in our support zone. This is the support trend line. That's where we take the trade and the market goes up, right? All three conditions are satisfied here. Similarly, this is another pattern. Here again we have our support zone with this trend line. We have an immediate downtrend and then we have a bullish engulfing, right? We take the trade, goes up. One more example. Again we have a trend line support zone, huge downward momentum. Now if you see this particular red candle, if any person has any newcomer would see this, he will be scared. He will be like, okay, this much fall has happened, now the chances are that this trend line will be broken. But no, this is actually a very, very safe and very small stop loss kind of a trade, that if one has taken, even the breakout happened after this. Okay, so all these three conditions have to be met, and trust me, you don't need any more candlestick patterns. You don't need to spend hours trying to understand from the videos what kind of formation is this, doji. You don't. You just go for the simplest ones and just know where to spot them. Okay, reason being, if you see why I prefer these two, the reason is not the hit rate. The reason is, you see the stop loss is very, very small here. Just at the bottom of this formation will be my stop loss. Similarly in the case of hammer also, if you see, the stop loss is very, very minimal. What happens when we go for breakout trades? For example, in this particular pick, if you see, this is the breakout trade, right? Here the breakout has happened. In this case, if I'm entering, where my stop loss would be? It will be the swing low, which is here. Now how big is this stop loss? But if I wait for the right time, and if I enter for the support zone and then I see a reversal candle like this, just see how small is my stop loss, right? So always these are the trades that we should focus on initial on, because this will be giving you a lot of confidence. Once the market goes up, you can book your profits once it reaches the resistance. Then when the breakout is confirmed, you can enter again, right? So these are the low risk trades which works very, very well. Okay, this is where we are. Now I have explained you in a very brief manner and very precise manner. It is important that you practice these things. It will not happen in one day or 1 week or even months. So you, in previous video also I said that you need to practice at least 500 charts for both support, and if you want to go with support and resistance, go with it, no issues. But you have to practice gradually. You will learn all these things and you will be able to spot these patterns. Okay, and all these videos and information that I'm sharing is free of cost. There is no money that is being demanded from this group. This is the only group. So if someone is coming to you and asking for money, it's a scam. So be aware of that.